What's up, y'all? It's your guy eBay Fight Predictions in the building, and this is your UFC Vegas 83 Song versus Gutierrez full card predictions and breakdown. 10-fight card, a really quick one in the Apex, and then we're on to UFC 296. I cannot wait. Colby Covington will get the strap, baby. You can suck it, Ed. I'm gonna keep saying that for every video, but yeah, good card though. Good main event. It's a fight night. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, it is what it is. 10 fights. I mean, some fights on Saturday. You can't go wrong with some fights on Saturday. All right, so get you a little cold beer, enjoy the fucking fights. But these are gonna be my picks for the card. I mean, yeah, man, honestly, let's get into it. Enough of the filler. But before we get into it, though, with some more filler, follow me on my Instagram, follow me on my Twitter, and subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Let's get this eBay Fight Prediction Nation growing, baby. You already know. But we start off with the curtain jerker of the night. Ryan dos Santos versus Taira Alencar. I mean, it's a female fight, but both girls are Brazilian. Obviously, Alencar is more of the grappler here, but I would say Dos Santos is the more experienced MMA fighter here, and I think experience really goes a long way. 14-6 record. She's fought a lot of fights. She just has more in the game. She just has more fight time in the game. Obviously, I get why some people might go the Alencar side, but I just think the more experienced girl should win this. I mean, obviously, the grappling side is pretty big here, but I mean, if she can keep this on the feet, I think she can give Alencar a run for her money, man. I really do. So I'm rocking with Dos Santos here by decision. Next fight, Stephanie Egger versus Luana Santos. I mean, Stephanie Egger has been a fraud checking machine sometimes, but I think she's hit the end of her road, and I think Luana Santos might be for real. You never know. So I just side with obviously the younger prospect here, 23 years old, at 135 pounds for a female is really good. And Edgar, I mean, she's coming off a really, I mean bad loss to Irene Aliski, who's I don't even think that's that good to begin with. So yeah, I think maybe the better years of Edgar's kind of behind her. So I'm going to be rocking with Luana Santos here, probably by decision. I think Edgar's tough enough to take this to the distance. Next fight, Kenan Song versus Kevin Jousset. It's a good fight. I mean, Kenan Song, I'm so happy, you know, he won his last fight. I actually was kind of like, you know what, this guy, he's been through some shit, man. I mean, the Ian Gary KO, the Max Griffin KO, I mean, those are like back-to-back. He has power. Obviously, Kevin Jousset, good grappler here, good distance management. He you know, city kickboxing kind of guy. He's from fucking France, which is interesting, but I think he's gonna win this fight, Jousset. I'm on the Jousset side. I think the grappling will be big here. I think the distance management will be big here, and I think it should be a really good fight. Honestly, I can't wait for it. But yeah, I'm gonna be rocking with Kevin Jousset here to get the decision victory. I don't think, obviously, the submission win he had over Crosby was lit. It was lit, but I don't think he's gonna finish a lot of guys in the UFC, especially if he's gonna be on the winning side. I think a lot is gonna be like by kind of decision or ground and pound, maybe finish. But I mean, he is a grappler for most part. But yeah, good. It's gonna be a good scrap for Kevin Jousset though. Can't wait. Next fight, Tatsuro versus Carlos Hernandez. I mean, Tatsuro has obviously been one of the more I think hyped up and coming fighters. I think he's kind of beating a lot of these contender series frauds that came up. I mean, Carlos Hernandez, and fucking what's that other kid's name that Carlos Hernandez fought? Victor Altamirano. Yeah, those two are next, man. I think Victor Altamirano might get it. All right, but you never know. I think both guys. I mean, Carlos Hernandez is not good. I didn't even think he won that fight against Victor Altamirano. I remember that. I think both those guys are pretty trash. With all due respect, you know, not to shit on them, but I think Tatsuro 14-0 prospect. I mean, he's not the greatest in the world, but you know, I don't think he's gonna be some fucking flyweight world champion. But at 23 years old, showing some of the skills he has right now, I mean, if he improves, he's on track to doing some really, really great stuff. Sorry for the interruption. But yeah, Tatsuro, I mean, he has a lot of potential to be really, really good in the division. I honestly, truly believe that. I really do think the guy has a lot of potential to be really good. I think, for me personally, I do think there's a striking deficiency in his game, which I think like higher level guys like Cop or Brandon Moreno or even Pantoja could exploit. But I mean, grappling wise, he's legit. He's legit. So I think he's gonna fucking wrap up Carlos Hernandez. I don't know if he's gonna submit him. It does seem like it's a possibility. Allan Nascimento make quick work of the guy, which I fucking love. But yeah, I'm gonna take Tatsuro probably by decision here to get the victory. Next fight, Hong Sung Park versus Shannon Ross. This is a tuna fight if I've ever seen one. I think Shannon Ross is here to get smoked. That's all this is. I kind of feel bad that he's getting put in this position here, but that's all this is. He's been in the UFC just to get beat up, and it's a good fight for this kid, man. I'm gonna say by KO here, probably in the first round. Shannon Ross doesn't fight smart. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Just it has a bad chin, especially at flyweight. So yeah. Next fight, Nasrat Haqparast versus Jamie Mullarkey. Both guys, I mean, have had some lightweight hype maybe not too long ago, especially when Jamie Mullarkey went on that two fight win streak, I think. I remember who was it? It was Worthy and then the other kid. I forgot the other kid's name, but people had kind of hyped him up, and then he fought Jalen Turner. Some people fucking had the audacity to pick fucking this kid to beat Jalen Turner, which was fucking insane to me. And Nasrat, on the other hand, I will never ever forgive him for the Bobby Green fight. Well, actually, it all started with Drew Dober. I think that's where it actually all started. Drew Dober smoked him. But I will never ever forgive him for the Bobby Green fight, because Nasrat's main skill is his boxing, and he got taught how to box, and that was levels shown to Nasrat. Now, both guys are coming off wins. I mean, Jamie's coming off a win over John Medeski. Controversial. I thought he lost, but it is what it is. Nasrat is coming off, he beat John Medeski, and then he beat Landon Quinones in a fight of the year contender against a UFC debutant. And it was a good fight. It was a really good fight, honestly. I enjoyed it. And Nasrat put on a good performance. But at the same time, that kid's not high level. I think Jamie, he can make this a dogfight. I think he can get this to the ground. He can make this super technical. Nasrat's going to be looking to outpoint him. They're both going to be really looking to outpoint each other on the judges' scorecard. They've been both kind of going decision lately. I'm going to take Nasrat here. I think he's the quicker and more sensational striker, and I do think Nasrat has still something left in the tank to show a little more potential than Jamie Mullarkey. I think Mullarkey is done. I think any of the hype he had, I mean, respect to him. He had a great fight with Brad Riddell. He's had some great scraps, some great KOs, but at the end of the day, man, I think the road has ended for him in terms of being somewhat considered a he was never a contender, but I don't know. Potentially maybe being a ranked lightweight fighter, like any of that thoughts are gone, and I think he's just not at that level anymore that some people thought he was. I think Nasrat still has something left in him to maybe make a run to the top 15 and maybe top 10 maybe, but yeah, Jamie, I think he's done. I think he really is done. So he's shot. I'm just gonna keep it at 29 years old. I think he's shot, but hey, just my opinion. I got Nasrat by decision here. Next fight, André Muniz versus Jong Park. tough fight for Muniz, man. This is a fucking tough one. Brendan Allan really fucked this dude up, bro, honestly. Jung Park has been on an insane run. I thought he lost his Eric Anders fight. Joseph Holmes is a bum. Dennis Tulin, nothing impressive there. But, man, the Albo Derive fight, I got to give the kid his credit where credit is due. Now, Andre Muniz has lost to Brendan Allan and Paul Craig. That was a fucking fight night main event that was built on his name, basically, of beating Andre Muniz. Before that, Andre Muniz was a grappling phenom that has wins over Uriah Hall, Eric Anders, Jacare Sousa, right? So he developed a bit of a decent run at middleweight, and he just dropped two fights against really good guys. I think Jung Park is live here. I really do think he has a good chance going out here and winning this fight. But there's a lot of scenarios that have to go through this. Paul Craig is a big dude, bro. When I saw him fight against Brendan Allan, he is huge. Alright? So I give him that. And Brendan Allan, as much as you guys hate him, is a legit title contender. Alright? And get over it. Okay? He's fucking good. I think Andre Muniz is not going to go 3-0. Or 0-3, my bad. 0-3. I think Park can do it. But Andre Muniz is the longer fighter. He has the better jiu-jitsu. Park's gonna have to keep this somewhat standing. And to really win this fight, sprawl and brawl and break him down that way. But I've seen Park submitted before. It's not impossible. He can be beaten. I'm rocking Andre Muniz here by second round submission. I think he catches this guy. Actually, first round submission. I think he catches this guy, and he needs a win. And it would be nice to see Andre Muniz back in the win column. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Next fight, Allan Nascimento versus Sumudaerji. I'm rocking Allan Nascimento. I've been a big fan of Allan Nascimento. I've been saying Allan Nascimento needs a higher level competition in a very long time. His only loss in the UFC has been to Tigir and Blekov. Very close fight. I thought he lost definitively. I don't think there's no debate there. But I mean, just stomping out Jake Hadley the way he did, like just completely controlling him every facet of MMA. And then what he did to Carlos Hernandez was impressive. I think he has so much potential to be really good. Sumudaerji, I think he's live in the first round. I think the finish is there. Really good striker. The Matt Schnell fight, awesome fight. I remember watching that one back again. It was good. But I mean, he had a close fight with Zarok Adashev. His only finishes against Malcolm Gordon, which at the time was alright, but I mean, doesn't really matter. He's tall, he's long. For the division, he's 5'8", but long reach. But I think this is going to be on the feet, and not on the feet. I think this is going to be on the ground, and I think that's where his deficiencies really lay. So yeah, I'm rocking with Allan Nascimento, actually, probably by decision here or late submission win or something like that. But yeah, next fight, Anthony Smith versus Khalil Rountree. I hate both of these guys, so this is a tough one for me. I'm rocking with Khalil Rountree actually here. I think Anthony Smith has been shot. He lost his fight against Ryan Swan. It was bullshit. If Anthony Smith goes out here and wins this fight, respect to him. I ain't gonna be fucking on his dome piece that hard, because this is a hard fight for him. I think Khalil Rountree is a bit of a quitter, and he will fuck it up, but yeah. It is what it is. I think fucking Khalil Rountree probably gets a TKO finish in the third round, but Anthony Smith hopefully gets this done. And you know, I mean, Bracknell did beat him, so anything's possible. But yeah, and in the main event, Song Yadong versus Chris Gutierrez. I got a breakdown on this. I got Song by third round TKO. I think this is a gimme fight for Song Yadong. I think he's the way better striker here. I think he is the better fighter here overall. And I think he just wins this fight on paper, honestly. I think Chris Gutierrez is live for leg kick and spam. He can do that, but at the end of the day, I think Chris Gutierrez has finally reached his ceiling, and it's a fight night main event, and Song Yadong's going to send him back down. I don't know how good Song's ever going to be in his career. I don't think he's anything special. I don't think he's championship level material, but I think he's a top 5 fighter for his top level ceiling. If he reaches his full potential, I do think he's top 5 level. So, but yeah, I think Song Yadong is going to win this fight. But hope you guys enjoyed my breakdown. and my full card predictions. That is it for your boy eBay Fight Predictions. UFC 296 is coming up. And Ed, if you're watching this, Leon Edward fans, if you're watching this guy Colby Covington right here, baby, is gonna get that strap and beat that man right there. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love y'all and goodbye. I'm out of here.
I'm gonna go check that out. And hey, subscribe to eBay's Fight Prediction. Let's keep the eBay Fight Predictions Nation growing.